Hi, Scrappy. Hi, back again. It's Saturday the 6th of June 2020 and this will be episode 8 of Loopy and Twisty. No, Loopy and Twisted podcast. Okay, right, so back to the normal stuff. We just shuffle up a little bit. That's better. Let's get a bit closer, shall we? Right, so we still can't squish, which is annoying. Although, saying that, shops are opening. Yep, shops are opening next week. I think it is. Or is it the 15th? 15th for non-essential shops. And I've been watching some of my favourite bloggers. One of which is Eleanor from Knit Nottingham. I wasn't sure how to take her right at the front, and I'm sure she'll be fine with saying this when you meet her. But now I absolutely love her. I've seen a few of her vlogs now. Eleanor, and I love you. You bring such joy into my world, and you're normal, and you just deal with things like normal business people would do, or normal people. So that's great. I hope that the opening of the shop goes well and you get constant business, not too much everybody going, the shop's open, just go get some yarn, you know, all at once. Right, so that's my plug for that. Local yarn shops, if they're opening up, and local shops as well. Let's move on, let's get on. Right, first off, right, crochet. Well, I would say, what am I wearing? But I am not wearing any knitted or crocheted items today because I've been concentrating quite a bit on doing the fleeces that I was given, which I'll do another video. 14 fleeces, of which 3 have now gone to a good home of Bolton. A lovely lady called Julie came the other day, collected 3. Well, I think there were, it could have been 4 fleeces, I don't know. It's difficult to tell, but I'd stuffed in my bag, so 3 bagfuls anyway. She gave me a lovely bottle of wine. Thank you very much, Janet. It's lovely. Very South African, what, I can't remember the name, but I will put a picture up somewhere here. Not a wine I would have bought, so that's quite nice as well. And it was a lovely thing for her to do. She didn't need to do it, you know what I mean? So we'll see. Anyway, right, moving on. Works in progress. Now, I've not done this for a while. So I have got a couple works in progress, obviously. Now, actually, we're talking about project bags, and I said before, I don't normally buy project bags. I've broke my rule now, and I have done. But anyway, this is a project bag, which, well, isn't really a project bag, but it is. It's, there we go, so you can see it better. It's the 12th night bag from the Handlebars. I'll put a link down there, and I'll put in the notes as well. The Handlebars cycle everywhere, hence the term Handlebars, doing Shakespeare. So you can see where they got the name from. They have 2 troops of players. They have an all-male group, and now they have an all-female group. I saw the all-male group at, I can't remember where it was, somewhere around this way. Was it last year? Last year, or it may even have been the year before. Can't remember. And they were doing 12th night, which just happens to be one of my favourites. I have to say, oh God, it was good. And the weather was good for the evening. It did get cloudy at one point, but it was okay because it's outside as well in the summer, British summertime outside. You take your food and drink, and you sit and watch from the outside. It was fabulous, but really enjoyed it. Went with a group of friends. Anyway, so that's my bought the bag. Loved it so much, I bought the bag. And then I found this other technique, say mitered square, continuous mitered square, which sounded a really good idea at the time. I'm sure all you have, everybody has one as a project, at least one, but they find it difficult and they keep having to put it down and do it later. The first 4, not too bad. Then when you get to like 100 squares, you're just thinking, I'm getting tired of this now. Anyway, so mitered square, You might have seen it on Instagram actually. I have put pictures on Instagram, which I'm on now, as Loopy and Twisted. So if you look it up, I'll look so you can see the different stages. Here you go. The good thing about it is you can use scraps on it. I have now, haha, 3 left. Now, where's the corner? Can't even remember where I started. I have decided, when I've done these 3, I'm calling it a day. I've got 11 blocks by 10 blocks. I mean, alright, it could be a baby blanket, but I don't really want it for a baby blanket. I'm going to stick it on my chair that I'm sitting on now. But I already have 2 blankets on. And it's a hard chair, which I thought looked really classy and Bauhaus-like. But it is comfortable. But for things like this, I think I prefer a big wing-back chair. But to be honest, there isn't room in here anyway. So maybe one day when I get rid of a few things, like the fabrics in the corner and stuff. We'll wait and see on that one, shall we? Right, so anyway, Jack the dog loves it. He thinks it's going to be his blanket. He always thinks it's going to be his blanket. Yeah, so like I said, 3 to do. And then I was thinking, because the great thing about this way, you can see it, crocheted continuous mitered square. It gives you like, it's a bit like garter stitch ridges in knitting, if you can see, and it's really quite a nice squashy fabric, so it's a nice thing. Anyway, so I was thinking I could combine knitting with it. I could do knitted panels, which I could then attach. I quite fancy, now I've cracked cables now. I thought I could do a nice big wide, yeah, about 3 or 4 inches wide, so that's 4 inches cable in grey. Although I have got a light grey. These are all Poundland yarns, by the way, most anyway, some from the market, but the market's still shut, so the market yarn shop, I don't know if she's going to survive after all this. But this grey, there's a lighter. Problem with Poundland is that every time you go, the colours can change because they only do short run colours. And the grey that I'd bought, that I thought was the same as this, isn't. This is pastel grey, I think it is, or is it light grey? And the other one is called pastel grey, and is noticeably. I like quite fancying a big cable in grey, or else a big garter stitch panel, or I can just do the old crochet idea. So I'll have to think about that, and I'll maybe put that on Instagram or on the Facebook page. Oh yeah, Loopy and Twisted has a Facebook page now, so if you go and like that, would be great, and comment. Got quite a few options there. I'm not rushing it, but I've decided to call an end to it simply because it's been my COVID-19 blanket. At times it's been a real slog. It's really been up and down with my emotions, as that blanket, in many ways. So I'm thinking now I'm just going to say that's it now, call it quits. Do a border that I want to do something I'm really going to enjoy, and then attach it, and then I'll just sling it on my chair. As I've got on now, I've got my old, you've got a blanket on here. I haven't seen the very first big crochet blanket I did, which is all based on triangles, like a Navajo Indian design. God, I love Navajo patterns and stuff. Anyway, so got that and the big corner to corner multicoloured one on it, and it feels quite nice. A lot more comfortable than it was. Another one, you feel even better. So it's one of these things, see how it goes, I think. See what people suggest. If you've got a good suggestion from an edge you can think of, let me know, because I'd love to hear. Right, next, sort of vicarious knitting now, things of possible knitting projects for the future. Not something I've done before is showing you I subscribe to 2 crochet magazines, Inside Crochet and Simply Crochet, which I've always liked because This is a really stupid reason to, but I always like the paper in both of them. They feel like the old-fashioned rag paper. Then got matte covers, not glossy ones. And I can generally find 3-4 patterns I actually like and would actually contemplate doing in them, in every issue. So I just think that that's the winner as far as I'm concerned. So you've got, I'm going to look at this issue, which is issue 125 of Inside Crochet, and it's $6.99 an issue. Blimey, $6.99 an issue. But if you get on subscription, you end up, well, you know you're going to get it every month because there's only one shop here that I can get to that actually stocks it, and I think there's somebody else buying it as well. So it used to be a fight between us, but we got there first. So I got it on prescription. I nearly said then. Why can't we have these on prescription? I think that would be a good idea. Tell me about that one later. Anyway, yeah, so I buy it on subscription now, which is great because you get the freebies as well. Page 50 of Inside Crochet, there is a Sorrento top by Lisa Richardson. It's rather sweet, rather nice, like the dippy bits. And it's in, well, they've made it in Rowan cotton cashmere. 85% cotton, 15% cashmere. But to be honest, and it's on a 4mm hook, so it's like double knits. So you could make it in like an acrylic double knit or something, or you could use fingering, 4-ply, double it up. I do like it because it's got shorter sleeves, which I like, 'cause I like this sort of bracelet sleeve length, and it's quite roomy, 'cause I have a belly nowadays, and it sort of drapes, so that's quite nice, I thought. You can buy it on Ravelry. I think it's $19. It's a 9 pattern leaflet book, ebook. So really it works out £2 a pattern, so that's not bad. And they're all really nice patterns. I think there's probably 3 or 4 I really like in the set. But I've already got it free in here, so I'll wait for now. And another thing, socks. Socks is on my list to do this year, which is fast disappearing. Yeah. I bought sock yarn, and I bought the basic vanilla sock pattern from Wonderwool 2019 from Pins and Needles UK, who was on the stand with Jenny of Owl About Yarn. I had a nice discussion with her. Obviously busy show and stuff, and I sort of just grabbed her when she was there, and still haven't done them, I'm afraid. Sorry. I meant to, but I haven't. I've tried to do socks a couple of times. I did tried to do some baby socks and stuff, and one wasn't too bad. I need to have instruction from my friend Margaret, Crochet Club, and Crochet Club is not running at the minute because, or rather, Crafty Knitwits at Haresfinch is what we're now called. So we now embrace, and we're inclusive of all crafts, not just crochet anymore. But Margaret's like Crochet Yoda, and she's sheltering at the minute. Her and her husband are shielding, so I can't sort of go and say, Margaret, can you take me through socks again? You know what I mean? So that might have to wait for a while. But I did like this pattern by, it's Joanne Scrace, and it's on page 64, and it's called Everlasting Socks. And then another pattern which I thought was good in here that I quite like was called the Billie Jean blanket. It's a granny square. It's a big granny square. It's a blanket. It's big granny squares. You can make it small, you can make big ones. So end of the day, hey, you do what you like. And that was that in that one. And then yesterday, yeah, this arrived. Simply Crochet. I like it because it comes in paper. You normally get a gift, or you'll get a plus little booklet or something. This is Broomstick lace, which I thought could be quite interesting. I've got a little Broomstick lace freebie from another one of these magazines from last year. Yeah, so it's all about, oh, that's it. It's the fruit bowl. Yeah, not exactly what I was imagining they were going to. I imagine when they said about broomstick lace. I thought we could get this lovely little booklet on broomstick lace patterns, but hey, never mind. Right, stick crochet. There we go. $6.99 again. Issue 98. Oh, big birds there. Typical, isn't it? Right. So you've got broomstick lace for beginners. You've got summer patterns, rainbow mix. Rainbows are in at the minute, aren't they? Oh, this is fabulous. I love this. This is called Diamond Days. It's a... Is it a sweater? Is it a poncho? No! It's a Swancho, which is like a combination. And, again, I saw Chevyrell do a poncho, a Swancho, can't say that word. I can't remember what the pattern was, but if you look through Chevyrell's episodes, you'll find it. She did one, and fabulous. I love it. I weren't too keen on this one's ribbed, the ribs at the arms. I think that looks a bit loose to me. I think I'd take it down, because the one that Chevyrell had, I think, had less ribbing, which I'd quite like less ribbing, but smaller. You need to take it down a needle size, or in this case a hook size. But this is a crochet one. I thought that looks fab. That's something I'd love to do. I could see myself wearing that and getting a bit of use out of that. They've made it in, as you can see, Swancho. Right. Size wise, right, sizes, let's have a look. It goes from, excuse me, size extra small. Who's extra small? Oh, good God, 28 to 34 inch bust, they say, up to an XXL, which is, XXL is 56 to 62 inch bust. Oh, actual bust for that is 63.5. So you go from a 40 actual bust up to a 63.5. So that's not bad actually for size wise. That's not too bad at all. And they make it in Caron Simply Soft Heathers and Caron Simply Soft Ombre with a 5mm hook. US it's a H or an 8. And you need stitch markers. Well, I bet you do need stitch markers on that as well. Anyway, so I rather like that. I think that's rather sweet, and I could see me using that. But I would like to make a couple of adaptations, and the first one would be that ribbing would need to be smaller and tighter on the arms. But she is quite a thin model, so that could be why. Right. Oh, another one which, well, I'm not too bothered about, but I know my friend Anne might be. On page 58, it's called Carry It With Style, Get Caught Red-Handed with This Bright Bag by Ilaria Cagliari. Sorry, I've totally made a mess of your name. It's a bag, basically. It's like a little drawstring bag. In the virus pattern, remember the virus shawl? Yeah, so used it in a cotton to make a little drawstring bag, which is rather sweet. No, I do like bags, but I don't know actually. No, I've just said that. I do like bags. I like handbags. I like project bags and stuff like this. So, I have to think about that. Oh, but this is the thing that I absolutely love, and it's quite different as well. Page 67. It's called Spinning Around. It's a hexagon blanket, but it's made with figure of 8 shapes. Now, have a doodle at that. What do you think to that? It's a bit of an 80s colour scheme going on there, I think. But I think it is absolutely bloody fabulous, and it's something I'm thinking, oh, that's nice. That is really nice. It gives you the chart, it gives you the how to connect them all together. Gives you the side pieces, but you don't need to have side pieces, so you could have a sort of like hexagon edge as well. So it's in, I can never pronounce this brand, sheepskis. I'm going to stick at sheepskis because I quite like sheepskis, and I know it's not, but hey. Anyway, so it's sheepskis, colour crafter, 100% acrylic. I use 2 balls of Barneyvelde, Brussels, Eindhoven, Emmen, Franeker, Leuven, Terneuzen, and 1 ball of Mamedi. Sounds very European. Anyway, so basically it's lots of greens, yellows and whites. Okay, and you use a 4mm hook, which is a US G6, and a 5mm hook, which is a US H&8, and stitch markers. Tension is not critical for this project. I love it when they put that in the magazines. Tension is not critical, but it may affect the yarn quantities required. The blanket measures approximately 125 by 154 centimetres. It's about 1¼ meters by 1½. That's a fair size, isn't it? It's okay. It's like, yeah, that's a good size. But I was thinking you could do it in other yarns as well. Haha. I was thinking that, oh, sorry, just distracted then, because I got a message to say I've been allowed to join the Outlander Knitting Patterns group. Guess what I'll be doing after this? Yeah. So, yeah, spinning hexagon motif. Make 140. And then I think you join them all together. Don't know how you do it to join. Use the layout chart. Yeah. Right, okay. So you're making individual motifs and you're then stitching them together. That's fine, I think. How to work a slip stitch seam. Or maybe you join them straight onto each other. Not sure. Haven't had time to properly have a chance to have a look. Right. Oh, I need to check my hay fever tablet. Anyway, so that looks rather cool as well. I really do like the idea of that. The spinning hexagon motif. Make 140. Oh, and then half hexagons make 28. But like I said, you could just say, bugger it, not doing the half hexagons. And have a hexagon edge to it. I've seen hexagon blankets before with hexagon motifs, like the traditional hexagon motifs. This, oh, that's just looking at that, you can see. You see, it's like 2 hexagons joined together. So they're spinning round. Right, get it now. There was another hexagon blanket. I've seen a couple of them. And, oh, they were rather nice looking. But this, I just immediately felt drawn to. I mean, you could do it in a coordinated colours like that, or you could just do it in loads of different colours. Just be done with it. Or, you could do it in a very muted palette. Think of that. In black and white and grey. Quite nice as well. There you go. There's something to think about, isn't it? So, 2 packets. Oh, am I there yet? Yes. I've done the inside crochet and everything like that. Works in progress I've done. I've also got other stuff. Still working on my cable hat because I haven't really touched it. I think when the hot weather comes, it puts me off knitting stuff. Plus, there's other things been going on, and the everlasting continuous mitered square blanket. But I'll be maybe doing a bit of me finishing my cable hat. I know it's maybe not the weather. It's June. But then I'll be set up for like August, September when it gets chilly again. Right, okay, talking of. Ooh, getting chilly. Give you yarns. I did do a diddle on, I think it might have been Yorkshire Yarn Fest actually. Yorkshire Yarn Fest is doing a monthly one on Facebook. And they're doing an online one. So there's a little link you go to go to Yorkshire Yarn Fest. Great then, because you can support the vendors continually. Alright. Right, so we have 3 ones. I've got Donegal Nep, which is one of my favourite yarns. That actually is not too bad. That's showing the colours quite well. As you see, Kiddie Ant Yarns. It's 100 grams. It's 400 metres, I think. 100 grams, 400 metres, Donegal Nep. It's 15% Donegal Nep, 85% superwash merino. It will go in my little box of ever-growing Donegal Neps, because I like that. And I'm trying now to buy colours that coordinate so I can do something with them. And, oh, look at this little beauty. This is called Jelly Bean. Cadbury's purple, isn't it, really? And it's nice because it's a tonal one. And it's got little bits of black. It's got little less where the darns hit it. where the dyes hit the yarn. I've just invented a new concept there, new technique. So you've got different shades. You've got black, you've got really dark purple, you've got lighter purple, you've got some of the original yarn showing through, which is really quite cool because then and it's squishable. It's fine, it's only me squishing it, so it's fine for me to do it. I'm not socially distancing from my yarn, I'll tell you that this time. Merino singles, 4-ply, it's fingering weight, which is 4-ply, yeah, 100% super wash merino, 400 yards, 366 meters, 100 grams, and gorgeous. And then finally, I just had to buy this. I think this was on sale, if I remember. It was like one-off skating on its own. I thought, oh, zombie. My husband is a great big fan of The Walking Dead. I used to be. Now I'm take it or leave it. But, you know, it's always good fun to watch. Zombie. This is your classic, more of a classic cartoon. Sort of a zombie colour, I think. Your greens and your pinks. Oh, very sweet. Zombie, BN up. Don't know what BN up means, but there you go. Merino singles, 100% super wash merino, 366 meters, 100 grams. Giddy Ant Yarns. I had to restrain myself. Thinking another month. There's a beautiful yarn there, Lusander, I think it's called. Luxander. It's based. She seems to be doing the pagan wheel of the year, which is great. She's got solstice, she's got Beltane, stuff like this. So she's probably could be a little bit of a pagan there. But anyway, I absolutely love these. Moffy and the Squid, you have competition for the best yarn dyer on the planet, I'm afraid. There we go. See those beauties? Yes. I love them. I absolutely love them, and the quality is really good. Yes, I can see me buying more Giddy Ant yarns in the future. Right, so I'll just put them there for a minute. And now, this is somebody that I've been wanting to order from for quite a while. I was planning a trip to Manchester to go to see the studio. And I think most of you will know now that I'm talking about Countess Ablaze. Right, I planned to go and the bloody COVID thing started. So now the studio's shut down. She is doing it online, but there's no visit to the studio, and even with the remember now, but I have been oogling her yarns for quite a while. I'm talking about Countess Ablaze in Manchester. Fabulous dyer with attitude. I've always loved it. Oh, let's see. Yarn Cartel. That's one of the many things. It's a year's subscription club from Countess Ablaze. I think well worth putting in for Yarn Cartel. Weekend I was working nights, I slept in, and by the time I got to look at the website, I got the notice that these yarns were up. I knew about them coming on, Psychosocial, and there was another one. And I missed it. Totally. Oh, nerds prefer their rainbows darker. And it was, I nearly did swear then. It was bloody fantastic. It was incredible. It was really dark and grungy, and I thought, yes. And it had sold out. It sold out apparently in 10 minutes. I think it was in 20 minutes from hitting the website. So I thought, nax. Anyway, Psychosocial was the other one she did. Just this little gorgeous beauty. As you can see, it's after the Slipknot song. So they have I'm just so disappointed that I couldn't go to see the studio. But never mind. Anyway, it's the Psychosocial I got. I was straight on that website when they said it was coming out for the next one. Because the next one, although it has similarities with, but I would have still preferred My Heart Belongs to the Rainbows one. But anyway, this is the Ministry of Truth Twisting. It's on Persephone sock, Lady Persephone sock. It's this little beauty. It's to do with the present situation, the government, and the fact that the government is not always seems to be telling us everything truthfully. They'll promise us, and things don't happen like that. Anyway, but this is the Ministry of Truth Twisting, which is a limited edition. I think it sold out with it. She was taking pre-orders only, so there was no real colour. I just trusted her totally. It's Lady Persephone sock. It's on 75% Blueface Leicester, 25% nylon. It's a finger reader 4-play weight, 100 grams, 425 metres. Right, there you go. And I forgot to just say, Psychosocial is on the same, Lady Persephone sock. Oh God, look at these two gorgeous beauties together. So, they are gorgeous. And one day, in maybe a year's time, when that studio is open again, I will be going. I tell you, I won't be doing anything else. I will just say, sod it. I'm off to see Countess Ablaze this time. Anyway, one last packet, which is from Wonderfully Woolly. It's so funny. Right, I haven't even opened this. This came yesterday. If I remember right, there's a book in it. West Yorkshire Spinners. Collaboration in Design, a collection of 8 knitwear designs in 100% British wool. It's in there, they're pushing their Colour Lab double knit. Let me just pull this out a little bit there. You can see there's a couple of copies left. There you can see. You know, even if you don't quite like the ones that there are, what you can do is adapt, isn't it? That's what we're good at, isn't it? Knitters and crocheters and whatever. Yeah, there's one or two which, yeah, that. Not the most glamorous, but the cable pattern's nice. But there's some, you know, okay ones. I quite like these cropped ones nowadays as well. And to be honest, I haven't paid full price. I've paid £6 instead of £9.95, so that's fine with me. Alright, so it's Colour Lab. Okay. And then, aha, Wonderfully Woolly. I love the name. Wonderfully Woolly. Okay. wonderfullywoolly.co.uk. Selected British yarns and our own indie dyed yarn made from natural fibres. Happy crafting. That's nice. Nice little, even if it's only like a couple of words. Again, it's a nice little thing, isn't it? There you go. Wonderfully Woolly. Let's have a look. Ooh. Again, you know, it's nice presentation tissue paper, isn't it? And if they don't actually stick anything on it, you can reuse it. Which is what I love. Oh, these were in the sale. I remember. I wouldn't normally buy a pink, but the price it was, I just grabbed it. Good grief. Oh yeah, I'm so glad I paid the price I paid. There you go. Look at that. Bit of Donegal knit. Didn't I say I liked a bit of Donegal knit? And look, hey, goes with that purple nicely, doesn't it? Well, there's a jumper. Maybe finally get to do a top-down pattern jumper. You see, I love that Mysterious Cats one. I absolutely adore her stuff, and I've forgotten the designer's name. But the thing is, I'm not a cat person. I have dogs. I've never been a cat person. But I do love Mysterious Cats. I really wish she'd do a Mysterious Dogs ones, but I don't think she will. But anyway, so look at these two. We have Rose. That's fairly obvious. It's Donegal knit. It's 85% superwash Blueface Leicester, 15% Donegal knit. It's a 4-ply again, fingering weight, and it's 100 grams, which is about 400 meters. Right, and this one is the same range, but this one is green. There you go. green and rose. Aren't they beauties? I love them. I'm just trying to think what there is I can show you now. Oh, I got some snag tights. Haven't tried them yet. It's not quite knitting and sewing, right? But yeah, snag. They're on their special offer. Let's have a look. Ooh, 3 pairs for £21.37. That's including postage. Been recommended to me more.